On a recent episode of The Graham Norton Show, the air was thick with tension as Dame Helen Mirren delivered what many have called a devastating takedown of Prince Harry, touching upon his personal decisions and public persona in a way that has sparked widespread debate. Sitting alongside Prince Harry, Helen Mirren, known for her candidness and sharp wit, seemed to take no prisoners as she discussed the implications of his choices post-royalty, particularly highlighting the perceived shortcomings and the public fallout from decisions made by him and his wife, Meghan Markle. This moment wasn't just television entertainment, it was a cultural dissection of the Sussex's journey, with Mirren's critique resonating with those who view Meghan's influence as divisive and self-serving. The conversation began innocuously enough, with Graham Norton steering towards the topic of life after royal duties. However, Mirren's response was anything but gentle. She pointed out that while Harry had the right to seek a more private life, the execution of his departure from royal responsibilities left much to be desired. Mirren's critique was layered with historical context, comparing Harry's approach to that of past royals who managed to maintain a semblance of dignity even in personal upheavals. Her words seemed to echo a sentiment shared by many who felt that Meghan Markle has been at the heart of this turmoil, portraying her as an orchestrator of disruption within the royal family for personal gain. Mirren didn't shy away from the elephant in the room, Meghan Markle's influence on Harry's decisions. She suggested that Meghan, with her background in the entertainment industry, might have steered Harry towards a path less about service and more about celebrity status. This angle isn't new, but coming from someone as respected as Mirren, it lent weight to the argument. It's one thing to step back for personal well-being, Mirren remarked, but quite another to leverage that personal narrative into a brand. This statement resonated with those critical of the Sussex's numerous commercial deals, which many perceive as capitalizing on their royal status while simultaneously critiquing the institution. The discussion took a sharper turn when Mirren addressed the fallout from the Oprah interview, where Meghan's allegations against the royal family were aired. Mirren implied that while mental health discussions are crucial, the way Meghan chose to highlight her struggles seemed orchestrated for maximum public sympathy rather than genuine discourse. There's a way to talk about these issues without it seeming like a performance, Mirren noted, subtly suggesting that Meghan's approach was more theatrical than therapeutic. This criticism tapped into a larger narrative where Meghan is often portrayed as manipulating public perception to her advantage, a view that has polarized opinions since her entry into the royal fold. Furthermore, Mirren touched on the issue of privacy versus publicity, questioning how one can claim to seek privacy while simultaneously appearing on numerous platforms. It's a curious paradox, she mused, to demand privacy and then to engage in such public storytelling. Here, the underlying critique was clear: Meghan's actions, from the podcast to the Netflix series, paint a picture of someone who uses privacy as a buzzword while actively courting the media's gaze. This paradox has been a point of contention for those who feel Meghan has not been as transparent or as victimized as she portrays herself to be. The conversation also ventured into the realm of family, where Mirren didn't hold back on her views about how Meghan's influence has ostensibly estranged Harry from his own kin. Family is complex, she said, but the narrative of being wronged can sometimes overshadow the responsibility one has towards their own. This was interpreted by many as a direct jab at Meghan, suggesting that her narrative might be fueling this estrangement more than resolving it. The royal family's silence on many issues, according to Mirren, could be seen as a dignified response rather than an admission of guilt, further complicating the public's perception of the situation. As the segment concluded, the audience was left with Mirren's final, poignant remark about legacy and duty, hinting that Harry's might be forever altered by his current path. She posed whether the legacy he builds with Meghan will be one of service or one of spectacle. This left viewers pondering the long-term impact of the Sussex's decisions, especially in light of the criticisms laid out by Mirren. The episode has since gone viral, with clips of Mirren's comments shared widely across social media, reigniting debates about Meghan Markle's role in the royal saga. Critics of Meghan find validation in Mirren's words, seeing them as a sobering critique from someone who has both observed and been part of the British cultural fabric for decades. On the other hand, supporters of Meghan argue that Mirren's comments might be out of touch with the complexities of modern privacy and public life, though the conversation has undeniably stirred the pot on perceptions of Meghan's influence and intentions. In the end, this live TV clash has not only highlighted the personal and public tensions within the royal family, but has also painted a picture of Meghan Markle as a figure of controversy, whose actions and motives are subject to intense scrutiny and debate. Whether this portrayal is fair or fueled by bias remains a topic of contention, but Mirren's words on that night have undoubtedly added fuel to the ongoing fire of public discourse surrounding Meghan and Harry.